Hey, how's it going, guys? I got a request to do a hair video, and so I'm here, and I'm gonna talk some stuff about hair, I guess. I don't really know specifics of what I should talk about, but thought I'd just give the rundown on what I know and about my hair. I started growing my hair about 3 years ago. I've always been inspired by a lot of glam rockers, a lot of hair metal, Motley Crue, Alice Cooper, Whitesnake, all have some beautiful hair that I've always been inspired by and been like, you know what, man, that could be me. I could be one of those rocker, awesome hair metal, one of a kind of cool haircut kind of guys. And so I've been growing my hair out for 3 years. I've got it cut once, got layered a little bit, but other than that, I just keep it real natural, and it's got a lot of natural highlighting in it. I lived in Hawaii for a year, and pretty much was in the ocean all the time, almost every single day, and a lot of salt water and a lot of sun just puts some really good highlights in there. And so I don't have any coloring in my hair. This is just all how it is. I don't know if you can see it, but this is just kind of how my hair looks. And I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I use on my hair and give you some examples and some ideas and see what works best for you. So I used to always be pretty traditional shampoo, conditioner kind of guy, and I use here's some that I use. I mean, occasionally I'll use regular shampoos and conditioners, but I don't really so much anymore. But this is one I used to use, Garnier Fructis. Nothing special, nothing top of the line, but I take the shampoo and I just do the roots. That's where all the grease builds up, all the oiliness, just in the roots area, and just what drips down and falls after you wash it out is all you really need to clean the tips of your hair. You don't have to really worry about putting a lot of shampoo into your actual tips of your hair. In my opinion, it always looks fine the way I've always done it, and you just got to concentrate on the roots and just get the base down, and the shampoo will just kind of come down and everything's clean. And then for conditioner, I've got some of this Aussie conditioner that I used to use, and it's really good stuff. Super creamy, super good stuff, and it's not really expensive, but it feels like really high quality. And so with conditioner, I just usually do the tips, just the last few inches, maybe 4 or 5 inches, and I'll just kind of get it together and just kind of rub it in, just the bottom area right there, and just kind of make it silky smooth. You don't have to really put conditioner up here. That's just adding oil back onto your scalp, which is what you want to avoid. So I just put the shampoo on the top and the conditioner on the bottom, and it seems to always come out really healthy, and I don't have to really shampoo and condition that much with the process that I use. I'd say maybe every 3 or 4 days or something like that, I'll do shampoo and conditioner. But that's one option for doing your hair. I've moved toward a more natural way of doing my hair now. After living in Hawaii, I realized that I barely ever showered and shampooed my hair, and I just was using the natural salt water to clean my hair out. And just by swimming in there, it breaks down a lot of the oils on your head, and you just get this great beachy look, and you really don't need to do that much. And shampoo and conditioner is something that's been invented, by the market, and it's something you really don't need to use. And so I've kind of moved to not using it. So something that I do now is I use baking soda, and any baking soda will do. This is just the cheap store brand, and you can mix that with a little bit of water, maybe just I usually get just a water bottle like this. I just poke the top hole in the top right there, but just like a tablespoon of baking soda, fill the rest up with water, shake it up, and then you can kind of just cleanse your hair with it, and just get it on there and just wash it out, and it'll take out a lot of the oil out of your hair naturally. And really healthy for your hair just using baking soda. You know, it doesn't have, you know, all these crazy ingredients and chemicals and, you know, alcohols and just there's all sorts of stuff in there that you really don't need, and your hair is going to take care of itself, and you just got to help it out a little bit just by breaking down the oil with a little baking soda, mixing it up, squirting it on there. And then actually apple cider vinegar is kind of what I use for conditioner. It's not creamy or anything, it doesn't feel like a conditioner, and but it does the job. Something about it, I kind of usually kind of focus toward the tips on that as well. You can kind of do more of your head with apple cider because it doesn't have that greasiness that conditioner has, so it's not going to be putting oils back in your hair. But what it does is it kind of breaks the hair up and kind of gives it more of a conditioner kind of feel. And I mean, I got this one. Usually it says $6.59. This was on sale for $3.29. So that's a super deal for this huge thing. And all you got to do is mix like a tablespoon of that. Same recipe, pretty much, a tablespoon. The rest water. Shake it up, and then just kind of put that through your hair and just kind of comb through it and break it up while you're doing that. And it really takes care of it. And I've kind of just been going with a very natural approach recently and not even using too much of this at all. Just water, you know, just using water and just making sure you're scrubbing it out, and every once in a while when there is a lot of oily buildup, use a little baking soda, or if it's getting naughty, use a little apple cider vinegar. But besides that, I mean, that's kind of how I take care of my hair. I don't brush it a lot. I think that's something that can sometimes be a mistake with some people, is over brushing. There's nothing wrong with brushing, you know, it gets rid of a lot of dead hair that's on there. You can totally do that anytime, but I feel like sometimes overbrushing does damage your hair, and you know, it's best to just keep it as natural as possible. You know, if you don't have to always brush it, that's great. You know, it's healthy to do it sometimes, but not all the time. And one other thing, I always let my hair air dry naturally. I never use hair dryer. It's not a good idea to use hair dryer. It's going to damage your hair a lot. You're going to get split ends from that. That's why a lot of girls get split ends. And they ask me why my hair looks so much better than them, because they're definitely using hair dryer. Girls always use hair dryers. I don't know why. But anyways, that's just something that I've picked up just from living on the beach and stuff, is just letting it dry naturally, and it comes out with a lot of volume and, you know, a lot of natural curls and stuff. With natural drying really gets the best out of your hair, I feel like, and plus it's healthiest for your hair. You know, you're not damaging it at all. I just kind of usually shake water out down to the roots like this, and then I'll squeeze it out a little bit, and then besides that, I'll just make sure to it's usually during the day, so I have time to let it dry out in the sun, or, you know, if the house is warm, give myself a few hours to let it dry, or whatever. You know, I don't like going to sleep with wet hair. Not really my thing. Some people do like it, but yeah, that's about it. One thing else, I don't really have one with me, but the only thing I use to hold my hair up are scrunchies. And scrunchies were kind of a thing of the past, maybe 80s, 90s era, and you don't see people wearing them a lot, and sometimes I get laughed at for wearing them. But hey, you know what? They are the most gentle thing you can use for your hair. The hair ties, I'm sure you guys have experienced it. You put the hair ties in your hair, and you try to get them out, they get knotted, and you end up ripping out hair. This is true, it happens all the time. And so I've kind of stopped using those regular hair ties and use, you know, big, comfortable, soft, you know, with a lot of give on them, big scrunchies, and just keep my hair up, you know, when it's in my face or whatever, and just use that, because it really comes out easy every time. You're not having any tearing or ripping out your hair, and that's the way I like to do it, and that's what I recommend for everyone. You know, doing products like this, you know, if you want to use shampoo and conditioner, use the way I told you. And, you know, if you want to go more natural, baking soda, apple cider vinegar, or just nothing at all, and see how it works out for you. Everybody's body is different, and just see what happens. You know, it's really worth a try, and I wish you all the best of luck in your hair journeys. And I mean, I love my hair. I'm going to have long hair for a long time, and I hope that you love your hair as well, and you take good care of it, and people are envious of your hair, because that's what you want. You want your hair to be so awesome that people just ask you questions. Oh man, why does your hair look so good? You know, and then you can tell them what you do. See what works for you. So yeah, Well, thanks for watching, guys. That's about it on my hair. If you have any other ideas for videos, feel free to comment. Tell me what's up. Yeah, thanks a lot.